Good morning, children. Welcome to the science class. Today we are going to start new chapter, lesson 9, how animals adapt and survive. So let's see what is given on this introductory page of this chapter. Ma'am, why can't my pet dog live in the jungle? It can bite enemies and so protect itself. So this boy is asking ma'am that why his pet dog can't live in the jungle. So ma'am is giving reply, Jatin, your pet dog is a domestic animal. It cannot fight with wild animals in the jungle. Also, don't you need to feed it every day? Then the boy is saying, yes ma'am, I do. But then ma'am, my pet dog can swim very well. Then why doesn't it live in water? See, it cannot find its own food. Stray dogs do find their own food, but it is very difficult for them. Domestic animals need to be taken care of. Then, ma'am is saying, you can swim too, Jatin, but can you live in water? Can you breathe underwater? Can you swim as easily as a fish in a river? No, ma'am. So, ma'am is saying, children, all animals have special features that make them live well in certain surroundings. So, a fish cannot live in air, a bird cannot live under the ground, Jatin's dog cannot live underwater, and a polar bear cannot live in the city. Now, let us study more about this. So, in this chapter, we are going to see the special features different animals have to live in the different surroundings. So, these are the 3 points we are going to learn in this chapter: adaptation of animals to their habitats, adaptation of animals on the basis of their food habits, and adaptation for protection. Adaptation means to adjust to the surroundings. So we are going to see how the animals adjust themselves according to their living place or habitat, or according to the eating habits, what special features they have to adjust, and for protecting themselves also they have some special features. So we are going to learn about them today. So let's start reading the chapter now. There are about more than 1 million kinds of living organisms which exist on the earth. Many of them are still unknown to us. Most of the organisms have adjusted well to various climatic conditions on the earth, but many of them could not adjust and have died. Must have heard about the extinct animals like dinosaurs. Those who could not adjust, they died. Then this ability of an organism to adjust to its surroundings is called adaptation. So this ability to adjust to its surroundings is called adaptation. Animals are well adapted to various climates such as extreme hot or cold climate, or to moderate climate conditions. Moderate means not too cold, not too hot. So animals are well adapted. Wherever they live, they adapt themselves according to the conditions. If they will not adjust and adapt, then they will die. They live on land, in oceans, and in the rivers. So different animals live in different places. These are their natural homes. The natural home of an organism is called its habitat. Now you can see here all these are the land animals which live in jungle, and this jungle is their natural habitat because these are wild animals. This is their natural habitat. So what is habitat? You learn this definition. The natural home of an animal is called its habitat. Now, adaptation of animals to their habitats. We are going to learn about different types of animals which are found in different types of conditions. Animals are classified into various groups according to their habitats. Now, this classification or differentiation of animals is according to the place they live. So, first one is terrestrial animals. Terrestrial animals are those animals which live on land, and they are called terrestrial animals. For example, horses, elephant, lions, cow, camels, and horses. Now you can see here elephant, lion, cow, camel, horses, all these live on land, and these are called terrestrial animals. Now we will see about the special features they have. Terrestrial animals have legs for their movement. You can see everybody is having leg. All these terrestrial animals have legs for moving. But animals like snakes do not have legs, but they are also terrestrial animals. They have lungs for breathing. Most of the terrestrial animals have lungs for breathing because they live on land. They have a well developed nervous system. It helps them to respond to their surroundings. They have special features to adjust to various climatic conditions. They live in deserts, on mountains, or in polar region. So all these are land only, mountains, polar region, deserts, all these come under land. So there are different kinds of animals living in these places. So we will read about their special features, those who live in desert and those who live in mountains or polar region. Now, adaptation in animals that live in desert. So first we will see the animals living in desert. You can see all these animals. These live in desert. You can see a camels. This is kangaroo. This is hedgehog, snakes, ants, and this is spider. You will see just now. Yes, this is spider. These are scorpions. All these lizards, goat, all these animals live in deserts. Now we will read about them and their special features. Animals such as camels, kangaroos, rats live in the hot and dry climate of deserts. They are well adjusted to live in scarcity of water in the desert. Now, scarcity means less water. When there is less water, it is called scarcity of water. Camels have a thick skin and less hair. It protects them from the heat of the sun. That is why they have thick skin. They have long legs with padded feet. It helps them to walk comfortably on sand. Now, camels have special padded feet which help them to walk on sand. You must have seen that if you have gone near the sea and walked in the sand, it is so difficult to walk in sand. But camels can easily run on sand because they have a special kind of padded feet. They have a hump to store extra fat. You can see hump here on their back, this portion, this is called hump, and there is stored extra fat is stored in this hump. It helps them to live without food for many days. You must have also heard that camel can live without water also for 20, at least 21 days because it can store water in its stomach. There is one sac कहते हैं थैले को. There is one sac special inside his stomach in which it stores water. They can drink a large quantity of water at a time and excrete less urine to conserve water. Some animals in the desert settle down to a long sleep in the hot summer months to save water. This is called estivation. Now, this is summer sleep. You must have heard about winter sleep, hibernation, but this is summer sleep, estivation, in which, due to too much heat, most of the desert animals go for a long sleep. They go inside the sand and then they sleep there to save water because they do not get much water there. This is called estivation. You have to learn this. This is an important term, estivation. This is called summer sleep. Now, adaptation in animals that live in polar region. You can see here all the polar region animals. This is Arctic fox. These are penguins. And this is sealfish. This is polar bear, and you can see here hibernation. This bear is going to hibernate inside this cave in the snow or ice. Now we will read about the adaptation in animals that live in polar regions. The climate is extremely cold in polar region and mountains. Animals such as polar bears, Arctic foxes, and penguins live in the extreme cold climate. Polar bears have a thick layer of fat under their skin and thick fur on their bodies. These keep their bodies warm. Now, this thick skin and thick fur and fat under the skin keeps their body warm. The thick layer of fat gives them energy in winter. Most birds survive in the winter by going to warmer places. This is called migration. They return to their original homes when the winter is over. You can see here some of the migratory birds. This is Arctic tern, a migratory bird which goes thousands of kilometers from one place to another so to reach a warmer place. And Siberian cranes also come from Siberia to India, and you can see them in here. Nawabganj Bird Sanctuary also in the winters. Many Siberian cranes, they fly thousands of kilometers to come to India because the weather in India is warm in the northern region. So they come here. You can see these birds in February. So all these are migratory birds and they go back again when the winter is over. Some animals like frogs, lizards, female polar bears dig holes and sleep during the winters to avoid the extreme cold outside. This is called hibernation. Now, polar bears and lizard and frogs, they go in hibernation. You must have seen in your homes also that there are lots of lizard during summer season, but in winters all the lizards just vanish. Why? Because they all go to sleep. They hide somewhere in your home only and they sleep for winters. Then again, when the weather is warm, they come out of their hiding places. So this winter sleep is called hibernation and the summer sleep is called estivation. So you have to learn both the terms and also this migration term. Okay, children. Now you can see this fun to learn. Fun fact is given. Male penguins protect the eggs laid by the females far away from the seas, from the severe cold. Now you can see here, this is a male female. It is protecting the egg under its body to give it warmth. In generally other birds, the female bird sits on the eggs or by turn they sit on the egg. Both of them sit one by one. But in penguins, the male take care of the chicks and the eggs. They give warmth and protect the eggs from enemies. The female penguins go back to the sea in order to feed themselves and bring food for their chicks and the male penguins. So female penguins do the work of going to the sea, bringing fish for the male penguin and also for the chick. You can see here how this male penguin is protecting this chick under its body, and this chick is sitting inside in the warmth of the body of his father. You can see here. So that's all for today. Next topic we will do next time. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.